behalf of everybody, congrats. On behalf of Support Local Boxing, of course, and everybody in the Coachella Valley boxing community, I'd like to say a big congratulations on behalf of everybody that's out there supporting local boxers, supporting boxing in period. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Man, how does it feel?
This is a surreal experience. You know, we've trained very hard for this fight and every fight in general, but this one actually shows what we have and what we worked for, and you know, there's more to come.
When I say congratulations, it's not just because you won your last fight. Obviously, you just became a champion. You're also a hero for the Coachella Valley, right? And not only that, you're our newest addition to the list of champions from the Coachella Valley. How does that feel?
Just like I said before, it's an amazing experience, you know, to be champion of the Valley right now, and it's just amazing. It's just great.
You went to Panama this time. What was the whole experience like, you know, from leaving here to go to Panama? How did they receive you when you showed up? Not only the Panamanian people, but the boxing community as well. Like, did they recognize Gabriela, Sweet Poison Fundora before she showed up? What was that situation like?
They're very welcoming, actually. You know, I believe it was the press conference, and I actually got people coming to take pictures with me and saying, like, just welcoming, very welcoming.
When you were in the fight, like, how was the crowd?
They're actually pretty excited. I expect this because I was going to a different country that I was gonna get booed because I'm not from there. You know, I'm American. So, but actually, when I was walking out, there was like a little red carpet and we were doing a walkout, people were actually cheering, "Go, go!" So that's cool. I didn't get booed at all.
We all get to roll out there one day and see you fight. So you made weight. Your opponent, the night of the fight, she looked like on TV. She looked a tad bit heavier than the weight limit allowed. I don't know. So you obviously made weight the night of the fight. Your opponent, like I said, looked a little heavier. Do they, because I know you weigh in once, but do they weigh in the day of the fight as well? Because I know that the California Boxing Commission does that.
Yeah, I don't think they did. No, I don't think so, because I didn't weigh in that night of the fight. Usually California they do, but they didn't do that. But it's fine. We still did our job. Any
bit of a hindrance to you, like did her being or looking a lot heavier than like your game plan veer away a little bit, or was it the same thing? Did you have the same end goal?
It was still the same because we won every single round unanimous decision. Every single round the judge gave us. So that it wasn't too much of that. We were more boxing anyway, so it didn't affect our game plan.
You're outboxing her like the whole fight, obviously. Round 5 comes about and you happen to drop your opponent. What, in that state of mind, like what comes to you in your head? Like, what are you thinking about? And then also, what does your corner tell you? As soon as the referee sends you to the neutral corner, I see that you look over. What is going on right then and there?
Well, you know, in my mind, it's obvious that like I want to go for the kill and finish off the opponent, but we had a game plan. We had to stick to it. So our game plan was to box the whole 8 rounds. So we stuck to that.
On TV now, it was like not just local, it was international. Your ring generalship was prime, like from the beginning of the fight and through every single round. What exactly was your game plan in the beginning of the fight, and then did it change at all, like from the 5th round on? Did you know that she was like a little hurt? Did you see her stumbling a bit? Like, did you see her corner at all? What were you paying attention to?
Well, from the very first round, we wanted to keep. Yes, we understand that she was an experienced fighter, but we wanted to make sure we set that dominance in from the very first jab. So we kept from the first round to, all right, keep them to work, because from learning from my fights and as I go, that at least it was my first fight, right, that I start off a little slow, but from there I'm learning to pick up, and so this one we're assert dominance right away.
Perfect. I like that. Your ring generalship was amazing. Like I said, you established it from the first bell to the last bell. What is one thing that you noticed that you picked up on as far as learning from your last previous fights onto this one? And what did you take from those different fights?
This one we're learning, because she, like I said, she was an experienced fighter, so she had her little tricks, but we just stay calm and relaxed, and we stick to our game plan, and we make sure we keep our out with the jabber.
Is it safe to say that you had, I'm not gonna say an easy night, but you had a swell game plan and you executed the way that you wanted to from beginning to end?
Yeah, that's what we train for.
Yeah.
We train to make the fight look easy, at least for the public view.
Right.
So it was just boxing. We train hard and we train perfect for the fight. So when it was time for the fight, we did it with ease.
I get to connect with you and your family on a different level, and I am very happy to say that, and I cherish that with everything. I know the Gabby that, you know, literally when you guys first moved here, and I got to see you graduate, you know, high school, and it was a really cool time because it was on this same ring. It was on this very ring, and everybody was lined up over there. You had your music going.
Yeah.
Everybody here was cheering for you. Now we have mad love for you here, and now you're starting to, like, you have a crowd in Mexico that adores you. You have a crowd now in Panama that's waiting for you to go back. Están esperando con ansias que regreses. I'd like to say I'm like super proud of you in that aspect, but that's the sweet you. How is it that you tap in from going to from Gabby Fundora to Veneno Dulce or Sweet Poison?
Well, the whole fight week is relaxed. It's just me and my brother and my dad.
Yeah.
And we're just relaxed, you know, we stay calm, and then when it comes to fight day, as soon as we enter the arena, it's like a whole different person. We just change. It's time to focus on the fight. Don't worry about what the policía has to say, none of that. It's fight day, so we come for a job, and our job is to fight.
Now that you're a champion, you've always carried yourself in a champion manner. You've always been champion-like, champion-esque, if there's such a thing. People are starting to look up to you now more than ever. What message do you want to parlay to the viewers out there, the youth of America, not so much America, but the world, but primarily the youth here in our Coachella Valley? What is one message that you want them to take from you?
I've been doing this since I was 7 years old. So if you really love something, I just want you to focus on it, put your mindset, put your heart into it, do everything with 100%. You never want to do anything because it's never going to go out the way you want it if you do half-ass. So just put your heart into it. And anything you do, put your mind into it.
Perfect. All right, we're going to go into a little bit of a speed round. What's your guilty pleasure outside of boxing? Like, what do you like to indulge in after weigh-ins, after your fight, you get home, you got a victory? What's the first thing that you want to run into?
We're gonna go to the Costco's and get those cookies. They're really good. They're really good.
Man. Like your favorite meal after a fight?
My favorite meal would have to be a good steak, a fat steak, and some Alfredo pasta.
Sounds really good. I'm pretty hungry. That sounds pretty good.
It's really good.
What does your playlist sound like? What does it look like?
It's a mixture of all kinds of music. It has 80s rock, a lot of 80s.
A lot of 80s.
Pop. All of it, minus the rap. I don't know what's the rap.
No. Not rap from now, not rap from back there.
No, nope.
Especially not no Cardi B, because she's not a prime example of how it is.
No.
Yeah. So I'm gonna end it with this one. Last question. What is one of your passions outside of boxing?
Besides boxing, I probably make shirts. I'm not wearing one of them right now, but you have a couple.
I have all of the
Just making
Boxing
shirts.
Dynasty shirts.
Just making shirts and having fun with it.
Oh man, thank you so much. Anything you want to say to the people out there watching you, the people around the world? I'm not gonna limit it to just Coachella Valley because now you're international. You cross from continent to continent. You're gonna continue to take over the world in boxing. What would you like to tell anybody watching?
I just want to tell you guys thank you for the support. Hope you guys continue supporting me, follow me in my journey, become champion of all of us. Thank you.
That's right. It's the takeover.
Yep.
The Gabby Fundora takeover. Thank you so much, champion.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for the interview.